I read a story about an Amber Alert that cost a cheating boyfriend his relationship. Apparently, his phone went off, the Amber Alert. He was in the shower, and the phone was going off. You know how on an Amber Alert it does. Everybody's phone goes off at once. So the girlfriend went over to just check his phone to turn that off and saw a text from his lover.
His lover.
And as soon as he got out of the shower, she confronted him, and he had to admit that he was cheating on her, and that was the end of the relationship. What? I know. That's Amber.
Happens more than...
Yeah. Boy, so many nights. Many nights I've been standing with a group of guys over pickleball, and everybody's phone goes off at one time, because it's an Amber Alert. And you can't turn that off, I don't believe.
I haven't figured out a way.
I haven't either. and listen, it's important. I'm glad we have it, or a weather alert or something like that.
Yeah, but mine turns off.
Oh, does it? You figured
that? So.
I don't know. The Apple lets you do it. Do you know how to, Biggie?
No, but we've talked about this before. Amber Alerts are very important, but we all know everyone has the same reaction. What is that noise? It's so loud.
It is. You're right.
Silver alert, Amber Alert, missing persons alert.
There was a story, I just read about it today, where there was a 5-year-old girl missing, and her parents were doing an interview. Now, she'd only been gone a matter of hours, but her parents were doing an interview with the local TV, and that's when she was brought back to them. They had found her and brought her back.
On the air.
On the air. This is a great get. They have the local news there. Somebody stole their Jeep, and the girl was in the back seat, and they didn't know it. It's one of those. And so they caught the guy, and he didn't even realize he was kidnapping. He thought he was stealing a Jeep. And they brought her back while this was the interview with the news.
I will give you whatever you want. I'll give you all the money you want. Just give it back. They found her. Where's she at?
They're picking her up. No news. Get me out of that camera.
There they are.
We're very relieved, very happy to reunite the 5-year-old child with the mother.
That's the sheriff, and they got it done just that quickly while she was on. That's a great get for the news. Just lucked into it.
Had the cameras rolling.
Yeah, they had it rolling when the little girl came back.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
How was the kid in the car alone?
Did
they get, was it carjacking?
Yeah, it was a car. No, it was the guy, from what I read, did not realize that the child was in the back seat of the car. But I'm not sure why she was left alone. Maybe they ran into a store or something, and then they kidnapped her.
You hear those stories a bit where somebody, steals the car and doesn't realize, oh, baby back here.
Yeah, right.
But why is the 5-year-old in the car by themselves?
But I skimmed it, so I didn't read that part of it. I just did a skim.
I'm sure there's a reason.
There is. I've got to find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. No,
all right.
No, I need to find it.
The child's safe, and that's what counts.
But that's an important part of it. Let me get it. I've got it right here. I've got the article.
I'm just sitting here wondering if there's not some. I want to make sure there's no neglect on the parents' part.
Before when you're done with the story, Kelly, remind me. I have a great idea to monetize your work ethic.
Oh, good. The skimming part of it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I skimmed this.
I know.
Early. It was from Florida. A 5-year-old girl was playing in her mom's Jeep in the back seat outside of their house. And she was allowed to play in the back seat. The family was inside the house, and a guy wandered up and literally stole the vehicle. Was able to
hotwire,
got behind the wheel and drove off. Yeah.
Suspect. Can you hotwire Jeeps anymore?
I don't know. Depends on how old the Jeep
So the child was sitting in the back seat of the mom's Jeep outside their home in Florida when someone got behind the wheel and drove off, according to the sheriff's department. Suspect was on the loose as of Monday night, was considered armed and dangerous, and believed to be heading towards Atlanta. But they were able to canvass the scene and found the Jeep outside Pensacola at a bar, and the child was still in the back seat.
Still in the back seat?
So they think the guy didn't know that the child was in the back seat.
Dang.
I know, that's crazy, isn't it? So during the interview, as you heard, this is a few hours later, they brought the child back. To the mom. How about that?
Yeah.
And the sheriff said, well, we're just happy to reunite. Now, it's not wrong to let a child play in the backseat of the car while you're at home, right?
I used to do it.
Me too.
I think we did too.
Yeah, I think that was all right.
We never locked cars.
No, never locked.
This car wasn't locked either. The child was in the back.
Especially my uncle's
But my
cars.
parents never left the car keys in the cars.
But the article does not say how the car was stolen. Maybe there was an extra set of car keys below the mat or something like that.
Like in a movie, everybody always looks above
that's where
the
sun visor.
I've never seen a key up there.
No, people
in real life.
I knew a kid when I was in school that his grandfather got tired of dealing with keys, so he just had the mechanic fix it where it would just start without a key. You could just, at that time, he never locked the doors.
Kept losing his keys, probably.
And he kept losing his keys, so he just had it start without the keys. And so anybody could literally get in there and turn the
Remember, there are cars you could start, and then if you wanted to, I had a friend, and his mom would run into the post office, and she'd have the car running and pull the key out.
Yeah.
Well, the car was
Yeah.
still
The car was
running,
still
and you
running.
run into the post office or the
Crazy.
store,
Yes.
and come back out and put the key back in.
Yes.
And the car would never stop running.
Yes.
I want to say it was a AMC.
You could do that with.
I
Remember
didn't
they
ride in a lot of AMCs, but I've seen people do that.
I think my mother used to have a car, the Cutlass, an old Cutlass Supreme,
Yeah.
that would do that. Anyway,
Weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the question I have is, how did he get the car? How did he steal the car? Maybe it's hot wiring. I don't know.
Depends on how old the Jeep was.
Anyway, yeah, they said they drove off with it. But the girl's okay, and she's back with her
Good.
family after an Amber Alert. So, do you have an idea how to monetize?
Oh yes, I do. Because we've said this oftentimes. It's come up a lot this year that when a story comes up, for
Yes.
instance, this one,
Yes.
you know the basics. You skim.
I skimmed it. I didn't know we were going to jump into it, and I skimmed it, and then it's like, okay, there it is.
You know,
Yes,
I
yes.
mean,
yeah.
So since you are a skimmer,
Yes.
there's a product out there on the market now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you're aware of it. It was designed for women, but the company is now branching into a male market. They're targeting men.
Mm-hmm.
And you may have heard of the CEO of this company,
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian.
I know her.
She has a line of shapewear for ladies called Skims.
I've heard of that.
And guess what? She's now making men's underwear called Skims for Men, and it's the official underpant of the NBA.
That is hot.
If we could get your
should.
skimming sponsored by Skims,
I've skimmed this story.
or if we catch you skimming, we give out a free pair of Skims to a listener.
Skims for men.
Yeah.
Skims for Men.
Is it designed?
Or whoever.
Yeah. Is it designed to?
I think it's Slims and Shapes.
yeah, your love handles.
It's shapewear.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
Not
yeah.
a bad idea.
I'm totally into it.
Well,
This is
the
what I do.
picture
I'm
will
totally
be you
into it.
skimming a book in Skims.
Yes, just sitting back in nothing but a pair of Skims.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the commercial.
Skimming the book. I could
Yeah.
try those. I'm always trying to. I do a lot of rowing at the gym.
In
Yeah.
a boat?
In a not a. It's a dry boat.
A dry boat.
It's a dry boat. It's on dry land. But many of the complaints.
Is there another kind of land?
Listen. In my online forum, when I discuss these things, many of the men, our testicles are like they move around. You don't know.
Right.
I think Skims might be the way to go.
Yo ho ho, my testicles are moving. Are you nautical seafarers?
Many times I've gone into an online. Listen,
testicles are shifted.
You put a skeleton in your boat with you.
I've gone in online
Jolly
forums.
Roger.
All us guys have the same
You
complaint.
need a support garment.
Yes, we have the same complaint. Our testicles get crushed or moved, or they hang out.
Or the oar catches you.
And, yeah.
Yeah, or catch
Or the
your own.
oar will get you. And so a lot of people have suggested, Under Armour or whatever.
Yes,
the
yes.
support garment has to be worn. You cannot wear like boxer shorts. There's no way you can do that. These Skims might be
Skims.
that might be the ultimate answer.
Well,
yeah,
I'll tell you.
yeah.
You're going to have to get a sponsorship because you'd never pay these prices.
Are they?
What's an average pair of
What's
Skims go for?
Kardashian? Yeah,
3-pack of just boxer
For
brief.
men.
yeah. It's for men.
$52.
For 3 pairs of underwear.
What does it
Skims
promise,
cotton,
Biggie?
Yes.
Just more support.
Yeah.
And like a cotton, just a T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
$40.
My goodness.
That's
But
just
it'll
plain
shape you.
white.
Yeah, but it does shape you now.
It does. Well, the T-shirt doesn't look as shapely. I think maybe it's one
Yeah.
of these shirts supposed to maybe cover a little more.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, cut different.
Kelly's
but,
been known to wear a girdle.
I have worn a girdle.
Yeah.
You gave me your girdle.
Yeah.
You said it's hanging on you.
Yeah. You took it.
I still wear that dang.
You
thing.
do not.
I don't have as
It
much
wouldn't
need
fit you
in it.
now.
Not anymore, but I used to, man.
Although, as I look at the Skims models, it would be funny to put you next to them.
Yep.
All these tatted, buff dudes.
Yeah.
You stroll in.
Yep.
I'm here to read a book.
There's one like major NFL guy, I think that's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just looks like really chiseled athletes.
Yeah, they're just chiseled dudes.
I feel like I'd fit right in.
Yeah.
I feel like let's do this.
Hey, do you dry rope? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I dry rub.
Yeah.
Everybody in my online forum says my testicles are being crushed. My testicles are hanging out. Something.
Do you chase the ladies from the forum
Skims my.
with all this talk of testicles?
Yeah, there's a lot of testicle talk on that forum. I hate to say, but now women have theirs too.
Yeah.
They'll
That's
say,
a subreddit, ladies.
yeah, women have their
Stay
own.
out.
I'm not going to share where my online forum
So
is.
I don't know which lucky sales person upstairs is going to get this idea, but someone's going to expect to call Ms. Kardashian.
I do think so. I think we have to go.
I hope that works out.
The skimmer. The
Yeah.
skimmer.
You're the skimmer.